Hey Art Fam, it's Luis Martin, the art engineer. Welcome to the studio where we play the low risk, high reward of collage. This is a safe space, so come on in and let's play. I have a really special treat. I have the unboxing of the October Digital Collage Kit. If you are not a member, now's the perfect time to perk up and see what we have in store for you, because we have a really special one. It's also Day of the Dead, so we're mixing it all in. Please remember to subscribe, comment. I love your comments, and share. This is good stuff to share with people who need a little lift, who need a reminder that all is well in the world, and paper is good. All right, so also something that I think of often but forget to mention, we're recycling, right? We're reusing, upcycling. And you know what's really funny? I always say that on the day that I don't do that, because today I printed something from Staples. At any rate, you get my drift. Thank you for your comments from last week's session, the ugly collage session. I feel like I can make better collages now, honestly, progressively, because when you allow yourself to be messy, you sort out the things that you like, right? So let's make a less ugly collage today, but we'll be open to the experience. Okay, so are you ready for this? I have the October Digital Collage Kit. Ready? All right, so this beauty is so special because not only is it this month's kit, but it's also Halloween and Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, which are the high holidays for people like me. And when I say people like me, I mean people like us. And when I mean people like us, I mean the cool people. I don't know. So the cover, I always like to make a cover with the elements in sight. So I thought I'd go just really fun and colorful and just have the skull. The skull, I know in our American culture, is something kind of scary and spooky. In other parts of the world, especially in Latin America, for Day of the Dead, it's a memento mori, right? So it's something that reminds us that we're all the same. Underneath the skin, we all have this. We're all the same bones, same color, same whatever. So it's kind of a beautiful reminder of that. So we can explore that more. And also Day of the Dead, which is November 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, I believe. It's a long holiday. In the part of the country where my family's from, it's called Hanat Pisha. It's a celebration of the people that have come before us, right? Because as much as I feel like an egg that just came out of outer space and landed, I'm not. I had grandparents and they had grandparents, and I'm part of a long line of people, just like you are. So, you know, in many ways, we are their wildest dreams, as they say, right? Do you think they would have thought we'd be connecting through YouTube? Probably not. So, okay, enough. Let's check out what's in here. Okay, check this out. So, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Of course, there's always a prompt. Now, these kits are for anyone around the world. The physical paper kits are only for the people in the US, because I can mail it to you if you're in the US. If you're not, I can email it to you, and it's just as beautiful. You can make them digitally on your computer, or you can print them out like I did here. There is a prompt in all of them. It's one of my favorite things to do. And this one's all about make friends with your monsters. I did it. It was scary, but I'm a better person for it. Kind of like making that ugly collage, right? Okay. So here is the first image. There's 10 of them, I believe. So I'm gonna start making my pile, right? Anytime we create a collage, I sort them out. This is gonna be tough because this is super fun. Okay, love this. Love this. I just snorted. I love this. Ah! Oh, okay, so this is my favorite thing, like putting this together. Look at this. There's animals playing instruments, like what? Okay, the skulls, yes. This is just too much. And then I threw in one of these. This is, you know, the classic Halloween image of Frankenstein. But it's really such a beautiful story of a misunderstood person. He wasn't bad. He was just didn't look like everybody else, and people were really mean to him. So I love him. He's a good guy. At any rate, okay. So I'm gonna start with these. So, how are you? What are you gonna be for Halloween? You know, I wish I had a CD, but I don't. I always make like these huge ambitious plans for Halloween, like I'm gonna dress like this, I'm gonna dress like that. Never happens. Maybe this year, maybe not. Okay, so I'm gonna play with this. Check this out. This is a brick wall, but I thought, look how fun if you do this. All of a sudden it becomes a table. And for Day of the Dead, what do? We create an altar and it's on a table. So I'm gonna do that. I am secretly looking for my, oh, there you are, okay. Voila, okay, here's my CD. I just want to create a nice little table here, and I wish this was bigger actually. So use whatever you have at hand. You can use a plate, you can use anything for stencils. You can be fancy, like I like to be sometimes, and go get yourself some hole punchers and be nice and jazzy. Look at that, perfect circle. You don't need to be a perfect circle maker because there are tools for that, right? It's like refusing to wear glasses because it's cheating. No, no such thing. No such thing. So let me just get this going. So as a kid, we didn't celebrate Day of the Dead at home because, you know, my family's Mexican, but we came here and we didn't have a lot of family, and that tradition really wasn't taught to us here. I started celebrating Day of the Dead when I came to New York, where there were a lot more Mexicans, and I was exposed to just the complexity, and really it's a very humble event. Right now, after Coco, after all of these, we've Americanized it, and in America we go big, right? So we throw in the consumerism, we throw in all this other stuff, and it's beautiful. But it's just about connecting with your roots. So a table, a picture of someone that passed, that you want to honor, a candle, and we like to bring food, like bread or fruit, even some alcohol, right? If they liked wine, if they like tequila, go for it. So that's always fun. And I love turn on incense and all that fun stuff. So what's happening here? Look at this. This is already super activated. And what I mean by activated, the colors are popping. Like, can you just hear it sizzle? Like, collaging is very much like cooking, right? When you bring the ingredients together and you can almost hear the sizzle, you can almost smell the beauty of it. All right, let's keep going. So again, these skulls are not scary. How can they be scary? They're highlighted, right? They're like neon green and pink. I think I'm gonna play with the green one. These are so cool. So I sent these to you guys, or I'm sending these to all of the members because they're just fun. So we do sugar skull. I say we, but I've never done it. We make sugar skulls for Day of the Dead, again, to kind of take away a little bit of that fear and make it out of sugar, right? You can't be scared of sugar. Come on, sugar. This is nice. Okay. So this might be a really simple collage because, again, when you have really good ingredients, you don't need a lot of them, right? Here's continuing that cooking analogy. When you have a lot of good ingredients, you don't need to overpower your food. So with this, oh, check that out. I love this overlapping, and I wish there was a way to show that off a little more. All right. You know, I'm so conditioned to, like, we're so conditioned, I think, to make everything so central and balanced. What if it's asymmetrical this time? Yeah, that's it. Okay, so I have my adhesive strips. Also, if you're liking what you're seeing, so go to collagedream.com, become a digital member. It's only $10 a month, and you get access to all these amazing community events like the open call for the Day of the Dead, which is happening right now. It's called Celebrate to Remember, and it's basically making a collage altar for someone that passed, that you want to honor and remember. And while you're there, if you want to become a physical collage kit member, we have about 3 more spots before we close because it's finite, right? I want everyone to have similar material, so it's a finite thing. All right, this is coming along. I'm listening to the music, smelling the aroma of the colors. Smelling the aroma of the colors. Yes, that's who I am now. All right, this is really fun. Okay, what else had I put aside? Okay, these mushrooms are too cool. This is actually from a shop here in my neighborhood in Williamsburg. You know, they try to keep it funky here, even though it's very corporate gentrification now. But you know, 1 or 2 shops are still pretty cool and arty. And this is one of them. Isn't this cool? This is like little disco ball mushrooms. So definitely want to take this out. So when I think of Day of the Dead, because I don't have a big family, or I wasn't connected to my family. My grandmother was somewhat of an orphan, and when we came to the United States, it was just my father, my aunt, and my grandmother, right? And I wasn't very close to my mother's family. So our ancestry really was cut off. So learning about Day of the Dead is a really interesting way where I feel connected to the broader human experience, right? So like, oh, I'm connected to the world, really. I don't need to have an uncle when Terry is my uncle, right? Or other people in my community. And that's how you kind of create your chosen family, which sometimes is just as powerful, if not more powerful than your blood family, right? So this is just really a great excuse to think a little bit broader about what family is and who you want to connect to, right? As a gay man, I feel like I am related to all of these great queer people that have come before me, right? And really, as human beings, right? Once we go to the moon and or whatever, we're like, oh yeah, we're all from the same place, we're all from the same planet, right? How do you differentiate that? So that's my soapbox about humanity today. Okay, so this is from just the beautiful walls in my neighborhood, from all the layers of advertisements and posters. Mostly, actually, they're all advertising, but they're just so beautiful that I just, look at that. So I like this, but you know what's happening? There's not enough contrast. I need more contrast. So let me do it one more time. Wow, what if from now on, all I do is ugly collages? Oh, man. Okay, here we go. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I'm using a ruler, but not properly. Okay, let's try it one more time. What I'm trying to do is get some color. So what are some of your favorite horror movies or Halloween movies? We just watched American Werewolf in London, and it was so good. I remember seeing it as a child and being terrified of that movie. Okay, I think I have to move these mushrooms. Okay, I think I have to move this. Now I'm liking what I'm seeing. So see, this is why I also love these double stick squares, because you can peel them. You can reuse them. All right, I thought I was gonna be cool and be like, oh, I can go asymmetrical, but maybe not. Because I think I really do want to make reference to that table, to that altar. And even that, right? Even that sounds kind of creepy. The altar. Which it shouldn't, because isn't that where people get married? Okay. Okay, this makes me super happy. I think what I was looking for was those layers, right? And then, check this out, like, ugh, this is the coolest thing. And there's just so much color here. You know what you can do with something like this, you can just create strips. So let's do that. Actually, let me take care of this. So the cool thing about these is that, like I said, these you get these as digital files. So you can go to Staples or wherever, print them at your house, And you can play with the scale, which is something you can't do with regular collage kits, right? Because they're digital, so you can literally just take a piece of this and scale it up as big as you want. And I love that idea. The only thing I will say, which is why I don't make digital collages, is because it's endless. Like, you can keep going forever and ever. Like, I can make 7 collages out of this easy, just this one image. And, you know, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, but I feel like I can get lost really easily because, again, there are no limits. The limits are whatever you put to it. And that's exciting, but limits can be good, right? Limits can be good. You know, it's true when my voice goes really high. Okay. I love this black one too. I think I'm creating the cover image again because I'm attracted to the same things, right? Okay, let's see what happens here. Ooh. Yes, I love this. Okay, so let's just go with it. I've also realized I'm a bit messy, huh? I've lost my little strips. Where'd you go? Okay. I don't know, but maybe I don't need them. So with these strips, you know, there's some really great artists who create these amazing woven. I mean, it's beautiful. This is the important thing about having other artist friends, because we learn from each other. There is a beautiful art member who, art fam, who creates these amazing woven collages, Justine, and she is amazing. And I just love looking at her work because I almost feel like, wow, that's something that I don't think I have the patience to do, but I'm so in awe of what she does, and I'm glad she's doing it. Okay, this is cool. So, you know, so if you see someone doing something cool, let them know. Let them know how much they rock. Okay, so this is where it becomes a thing, right? It's good to be spontaneous, but, you know, form and order sometimes help. All right, so this is as woven as I think I'm gonna get. Okay, and then, so this is, I mean, I think I can stop here. I won't, because I really want to keep playing a little bit, because I think there's something else that wants to come through. But I've also lost my little stickers, so I'm just gonna use my frenemy. Okay. So I think the essence of this being Day of the Dead is the colors, right? Because as I was saying, this isn't a spooky holiday, this isn't a scary thing, this is a celebratory thing. And what's more celebratory than colors, right? Okay, loving that. So, I love this cat. Oh, this is so beautiful. Okay, I saw the flowers. You can't, so the, you know, you can't have an altar without flowers, right, as an offering, so maybe I can play with this. And then I think that might be the crowning jewel. So if you do become a member, let me know, show me what you do, because that's another part that makes this so exciting. Oh, it's smoking. Seeing what people do with the same images, because it's the same image, but you'll never do the same thing. And that's really exciting. What did I see over there? Something just caught my eye. This. So if you don't have sticker dots, get yourself a hole puncher, and this will really help. But I do. So let me play with this. And you know what? I'm gonna be strappy. I don't know what happened to my stickers, so I'm just gonna use these. These will be my, these will serve a purpose. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do this. Yeah. So I'm gonna offset it a little bit, so there's more of a conversation going on. Oh yeah, cool. You can't really see them, so maybe I'll have to do something about that. Cool. I'm gonna cut this. You know what? I don't like this white border. Let me take it out. So as you can see with the digital collage kits, you have a lot more control, I want to say. So it's more involved. Yes, look at that. Okay. So I still don't know what I'm gonna do for Halloween. I don't think I'm gonna do anything actually. I have a friend coming in from LA, and she's gonna find out that I'm super boring. It's too many people out there, you guys. Anyway, Halloween is like every day in my house, right? Okay. This is happening. Okay, like this. Am I done? I think I'm done. I love the busyness of it, right? And I think there's enough. Oh, I think there's enough happening where it's interesting, but maybe I need. Does he need a hat? Oh, that's funny. I don't know. But when in doubt, draw, right? So there's these fun gel pens. Let's see if it works. And I don't want to do anything too like crazy, but so with sugar skulls in Mexico, you know, you get people put their names on them and fun stuff like that. But maybe I just want to kind of create a little bit of I don't know if you could see this. These pens are great when they work, but when they don't, it just kind of creates a mess. So I'm kind of just playing around with it. And as I've said before, the thing about playing with stuff like this is you either do it lightly or you go ham. And going ham is usually the way to go, which means just overdo it, overkill it, because then it doesn't look like an afterthought, right? I mean, this is just kind of spontaneous, but at least it looks like it belongs and it's not. Oh, there we go. So again, the contrast is everything, right? Oh, this is cool. Okay, something's happening. And as you're doing this and you're like, oh, I don't know what shapes, what designs, you can also think of letters, right? So think of a fun letter like L, right? So use that as a design element. And then I'm gonna do it backwards. So because I'm dyslexic, I can write upside down and backwards. I don't know why. I don't know how I figured that out, but I was like, yeah, I can do this. So if you have these special little powers, use them in your art. They come in handy and entertain people at parties. Okay, what else? So what's another letter? How about, oh, well, that's a circle. How about V? Oh yeah, V. See, so it all of a sudden, these letters turn into filigree and they turn into design opposed to being actual letters. So then if you want to play around with like, oh, let's do stars. So, you know, stars are a loaded image because it looks like a rock star or whatever, but I think I'm done. I'm done. I don't want to gild the lily because I love this so much. All right, so why, and why does this work? Why, what? Day of the Dead, not scary, fun, lighthearted, and celebration of colors, right? So I layered all of these colors, and I think what makes this work is this little moment here for the eye to rest, because there's just so much happening, which is cool. It's kind of like, you know, that rock song, bam, 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 but then there's a bridge where you can kind of like mellow out for a second and then go back to it. So this is my bridge. And I don't know if that's a correct term because I'm not in music, but I love music. And then I have this little moon here. It's like a little moon reflecting light. It's kind of dim, but I'm really happy with it. Again, this is your invitation to join the art fam through the digital collage kits, $10 a month. and they're just really, really fun. And that's it. This is my collage for the October Digital Collage Kit and my Day of the Dead collage. And I love it. And I think it's not necessarily dedicated to one person, like an uncle or a grandmother, but more to like the whole collective, right? We're so connected. Don't forget that. All right, this is Luis Martin, the art engineer, reminding you that there's much adventure in this collage dream, and so enjoy it. All right, I will see you here next week. Ciao.